Welcome YTPC, Edwin here from Central Texas. How you guys doing? Friday, the weekend is almost here for me, knocking at the door. Great weather, is in the 50s, it's going to be in the 60s or 70s probably later today. Still morning for me, having some black coffee, smoking my beautiful Peterson 11FB system pipe. I love that ball right there. Check that out. Beautiful ball. Pretty big. Okay, so this will last you a little while. System pipe with the P-lip that I'm becoming a big fan of. This one right here is probably one of my biggest pipes in terms of ball size, so be aware of that. The 11F is pretty big in terms of size, okay? Smoking some Wessex campaign. And this is, pretty sure this is just Virginias. Yeah. Dark brown Virginias. Let me show you how that looks. Let me put the pipe here. Beautiful. Beautiful flakes. Beautiful flakes, easy smoke. I get that earthiness, some sweetness. It's more about, in this case, it's more yeah, some sweetness, earthiness, that whole hay thing of Virginias. It's a good one. I do prefer the Dan Tobacco Virginia slices, but this one is good as well. And I got a bunch of boxes of matches, so I'm going back to matches for a little while. And today I want to give you my conclusion on my Zippo Butane insert, okay? Tiger. And this one, I'm talking about this new insert, right? That Zippo released with the butane on it, okay? One thing I will say, one of the pros on it is that when you light up your pipe or your tobacco with this, you don't get that fluid taste that you might get with some of the, you know, with the other fluid style insert from Zippo, right? At least I get it for a little bit, you know, for a few seconds, 1 second or two, and then it dissipates, but it's definitely there. With the butane, you don't get that, okay? So be aware of that. The other pros with this one is that very consistent. If you're looking for a soft flame, okay, this one works really nice. I haven't had a lot of issues with, you see some of the guys in YouTube videos, right? They keep trying to light their, you know, their soft flame, and it's not happening. You know, this one's very consistent. I hadn't had any issues with it. Now, what are the cons on this one? Well, first thing, if you have big hands, you need to be aware, and you know, it's something that you need to know, that for this butane insert to work, you need to keep pressing that button, and it's not that big, so your finger might slide, okay, when you're trying to light it up, okay? You might do this and it might not engage, okay? And you need to make sure that you do that, engage that button and stay pressing it for that flame to be on, okay? Then you release it and it will turn off. That's something a little bit different from what you're used to with your normal fluid style of Zippos. And when I'm talking, for example, this pipe insert, right? If you turn it, then you don't need to press anything, right? It will be on, right? Because the fluid is in there, right? Until you are done, and then you close and you're done. Okay, so be aware, that's definitely a change of cadence on how to use your Zippo. So that will be a little bit of a con, because that's way easier on this one, right? You don't need to worry about engaging that button right there. The other thing is that if you're in a windy situation, this is a soft flame and it will go off, okay? And I learned that the hard way, right? I learned that the hard way when I was golfing with my buddies. This was the Zippo I got, and I needed to grab a torch for my cigars because this was just going off and not working at all. That's a con. If you are in a windy situation or whatever, this guy is not going to execute as well as a pipe inserting your Zippo. Okay, this one I have used everywhere and I have no issues with it. It's always keeping that flame fine. Okay, and other than that, you know, like everything in life, it's a balance. It's a balance. Right now, I'm enjoying both. I went back to matches, so I'm going to enjoy some old school lighting out my pipes with matches right here in my backyard. And if you will ask me if I recommend it, well, the lifetime of the butane that I get is like a week and a half, just like the fluid. Okay, so at the end of the day, I will say if you're indoors, if you're not in the windy situation and you want to avoid that fluid taste that you might get, okay, some people don't get it at all, but that you might get with your Zippo, this is a good option. It will work, okay? But again, be aware of that button. It might not be for everybody to have that flame activated, right? You need to always press that button and leave it pressed, and do that just like a Bic or some of those other lighters, right? That's all, guys, and that's my conclusion on the Zippo Butane. I'm back into matches, enjoying that. I wish you have a great rest of your Friday. I'm going to go to some happy hour later today to meet with some friends, so I'm looking forward to that. And again, I'll see you in the next video. Edwin out.